All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is the Chief Innovation and Strategy Officer at Chesapeake Bank, DJ Cedarlin. And DJ, good to see you.
Good to see you, Steve.
Yeah, and also joining us is Kevin Wood. He's Managing Director at Chesapeake Bank and Flexcent. And good to see you as well, Kevin.
Good to see you also. Thanks.
Yeah, so excited to have you along because you sort of created a new part of the business that really is an interesting one and one that I think many people may not even be aware exists, and that's in regards to truck drivers. So, Kevin, why don't we start with you? Tell me a little bit about how you sort of identified this particular problem that they have.
Well, since 1995, Chesapeake Bank has offered the Flexcent program, which is accounts receivable financing, and we had seen that a lot of truck drivers nationally had required factoring, getting paid quickly because then when they pick up the load, drop off the load, they've got to go either get truck repairs or get gas or whatever. And so we wanted to get into that business, and we acquired another company back in 2023 to serve that need. And as we were working with these truck drivers across the country, we saw that a lot of times the way the payments were going to them, it was ACH, next day ACH, or fuel cards. And those are both limiting or slow. So we wanted to try and find an option that was not quite as expensive as a wire to be able to get the truck drivers their money as soon as they dropped off the load, submitted the paperwork, and they could go to the next job. So we worked together and come up with real-time payments, which is an immediate process where they can get access to funds as soon as paperwork is approved, and then they can fill up with gas, get the truck repairs, get their tires fixed, and move on to the next job. So it really makes their life easier and speeds up the process for them.
Yeah, in a recent article that I was reading, 93% of truckers would rather use instant payments than anything else. So it's obviously that there was a great need for this and that the truck drivers have been asking for it.
They have, and our adoption rate was really stronger than we anticipated. So.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, DJ, that turns to you now as a Chief Innovation and Strategy Officer to sort of figure out how you're going to institute all of this. And so far, I guess it's been a pretty seamless process.
We're excited about how well it's gone. So several years ago, the industry came out with new methods, these real-time payment methods, first with RTP and then last with FedNow from the Federal Reserve. And Chesapeake Bank has been at the front end of adopting these technologies. And so being part of the industry and very engaged with the industry and with our specialty in payments, we've been able to develop this and roll out this kind of first market solution. So using FedNow and using RTP to deliver these payments directly to these clients' bank accounts instead of them having to go to a fuel card or other sources. They can get it directly to their bank account and use it whatever way they need to. We're excited about it.
Yeah, DJ, how did you sort of try and get ahead of other people that potentially saw this need as well? It sounds like you're really a first mover in this.
We are, and I attribute that to the engagement that we take part in the industry. We're very involved in learning what's next and participating, playing leading roles in the industry when it comes to payments. So we were one of the first 25 banks in the country to adopt real-time payments in 2020. That prepared us so that we could offer these kind of products as soon as they were capable, and building partnerships. So we worked very closely through the industry. We developed fintech partnerships to be able to deploy these solutions. And so working very closely with one of our partners, we were able to launch this very rapidly.
Absolutely. Kevin, just onto your part of things. Obviously, it's important in these days and times to come up with new revenue sources all the time. And it sounds like, as I mentioned, 93% of truckers want to use something like this. It sounds like this could be a real positive for the company moving forward.
Yes, we think not only in our trucking business, but also our traditional receivable financing business, that there's a need for this and a want for this. So we're looking forward to that. And then there's a lot of ancillary products that are available related to this that can generate revenue for the bank and provide a really high level of service to our customers.
Yeah. DJ, how do people find out more information about this?
Well, if they go to flexentfreight.com, that's where they can reach out to Kevin's team and get access to these kind of products and services, and ChesapeakeFinancialShares.com for information about the company.
Well, guys, congratulations on this. It's obviously you saw a need and you're able to fill that now. And I'm sure there's a lot of truck drivers who are traveling all over North America that are happy that you're moving this business forward for sure. So, gentlemen, thank you so much. Great to meet you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Have a great day.
All right. So there we have DJ Cedarland, Chief Innovation and Strategy Officer, and Kevin Wood, Managing Director with Flexen and Chesapeake Bank.